What's up, guys? AFL Ball 11 here, back with my round 6 tips and predictions. Yeah, last week was a pretty good week for me. I got 7 tips right. I tipped Carlton, which was wrong, and I got Melbourne Essendon wrong. I tipped Melbourne. So yeah, and I got 2 big calls right. I got Nick Dacos won 40 possessions, and I said West Coast would win a quarter, and they won 2, which is pretty good. So yeah, on to this week. It's an ANZAC round, Essendon vs Collingwood. Yeah, let's go. First game. There's no Thursday game this week, so starting on Friday. Freo vs Bulldogs. Both teams pretty underwhelming this season. Yeah, I think Freo win this. Only because it's in Perth. If it was in Melbourne, I'd say Bulldogs would win. But yeah, I have Freo to win by 8 points. Yeah, and my big call will be for Bulldogs to lead at 3/4 time. So yeah, on to the next game. First game on the Saturday, Port Adelaide versus Eagles. In Adelaide, you'd expect Port Adelaide to win, and I have Port Adelaide by 32 points. Yeah, just normal. And Port Adelaide, they've had a few big last quarters in the last 2 games. So I'm gonna say Port Adelaide scored 7+ goals in the last quarter. So yeah, that's my big call. On to the next game, GWS vs Lions. At Giants Stadium. I still think the Lions will win. I have them by 45 points. There you go. And my big call for that game will be for Brisbane to score 10 or more goals in any quarter. Yep. The next game is on Saturday night. Geelong vs Sydney at GMHBA Stadium. Grand final rematch, this is. And I have Geelong by 13 points. I have them to still come out on top and beat Sydney. Yeah, and my big call will be for Geelong to lead the whole game. I think it'll be close, but I don't think Sydney will ever be leading the game, which could be interesting. Next game, I think this is the first game on the Sunday. Hawks vs Crows at Utah Stadium in Tasmania. I'm going for the Hawks in this one. I'm upset here, only because it's in Tasmania. If it was anywhere else in Melbourne, even, I'd say Adelaide would win. But yeah, I'm saying Hawks, and my big call. Oh, Hawks by 7 points. My big call is for 5 lead changes. Yeah, on to an exciting game, Carlton vs St Kilda. Yeah, Carlton vs St Kilda. Carlton on the best form, obviously lost to Adelaide by a lot, smashing 50 points. And Saints just lost to Collingwood. Saints in a better form, obviously. Carlton have gotten wins, but haven't played the best. But, you know, I'm still going to go with Carlton, because at Marvel Stadium, Kerno and Mackay, best forwards in the league at Marvel Stadium. So Carlton by 15 points, and my big call be Kerno and Mackay combined for 10 or more goals. So that means one of them will probably kick 6, one of them will probably kick 4, or even more, you never know. Next game, Sunday night game, Suns vs North. Yeah, in Queensland, I've gone for Suns by 14 points. They were unlucky to get they were unlucky to not beat Freo. It was only 10 points. Yeah, they were pretty good in bits of the game against Freo. And yeah, North, who'd they play? Let's see this. They played. Who'd North Melbourne play? They played Brisbane. No, they got beat by Brisbane. Yeah, I have Suns to win that. 14 points I said. And my big call for that will be Humphrey. I think he kicked 3 or more goals. He did some pretty good things for Gold Coast later in the game. I only got 5 possessions though. But yeah, he kicked a goal, his first ever goal in AFL, and I think he'll get 3 of them this week. Yeah, on to the Monday Eve ANZAC Day clash between Melbourne and Richmond. Both teams coming off the loss. So, yeah, I have Melbourne winning that by 22 points. They are the better team, so I think they'll win. And my big call will be for Petrarca and Oliver to combine for 65 or more possessions, disposals. Yeah, last game of the week, the big one. ANZAC Day, Collingwood vs Essendon. Now I have Collingwood by 3 points. Essendon were very good against Melbourne. And Collingwood just beat St Kilda. Didn't watch the game, but they won. Yeah, I think it'll be close. Essendon, yeah, they showed they can beat a good team. Maybe Melbourne had an off day, you wouldn't know. But yeah, I think Collingwood have some outs, I'm not sure. But I still have Collingwood to win by 3 points. And my big call will be for Collingwood to come back from behind and win from behind, just like most of their games last season. Yeah, that is it. So, my tips for this week: Freo over the Dogs, Port over Eagles, Lions over GWS, Geelong over Sydney, Hawks over Crows, Carlton over Saints, Suns over North, Melbourne over Richmond, and Collingwood over Essendon. That's it for this for round 6, ANZAC round. Yeah, let me know what you think of the tips. And yeah, see you in the next one. I don't know if there'll be a vlog this week. I don't know if I'm going to make it to the Carlton St Kilda game. Probably will, but yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.